Fusion University, a team that has players that are essentially guaranteed to not only go to Overwatch League, but be top tier in Overwatch League like Alarm. And they've been doing so incredibly well here so far. But now we move to Hanamura.
This is an interesting defense here. Look at this defense for Mayhem. They're going to be running Fact Fiction on the Hammond and having Shaxx on Tracer here. They're playing the triple DPS defense, extremely mobile. And they're going to be dancing around the point, having Fact Fiction, having Shaxx sort of dance around there, and then looking for those engages. That's nice. He's on the McCree here again.
Yeah, they're getting nice to go to the McCree, and I can't help but feel like this is a total win for Mayhem Academy. I mean, he's had some good moments here, but Mangachu is pretty good at dealing with McCrees on the whole. He has a pocket behind him all the while. It's a hard job for McCree.
It's a very hard job for McCree because also not is it just you have to be good at hitting those shots. That's a great headshot, but the rest of Mayhem Academy will not be giving Knights the space he needs to just shoot for free.
Yeah, I mean, actually his own team got in his way there. He got body blocked by his own Diva. He might have been able to finish off Mangachu there, so it was a good attempt by Knights to be sure. But now Mangachu back up in full. Fusion University going for the long rotation, just trying to do everything they can to avoid the rockets coming in from above.
Look at Manatin's EMP charge right now. Already 90%.
Shaxx got alarmed. The early pressure onto the backline works. You're down to Lucio and a Zenyatta here. This is going to be a win for Mayhem Academy.
And this is, I think, that I don't agree with this rotation necessarily on Fusion, because sure, it brings you closer to the point and you don't have to take all that spam damage, but well, I mean, what do you get? You're still trapped in a room. You have to exit onto that open ground where Mayhem Academy controls everything. They control the skybox. They're building ults the entire way.
Remember here, too, I mean, we're 2.5 minutes away from there's still a lot of time, but if Mayhem Academy full holds, streak is over.
Well, not, well, I mean, well, yeah, it is.
Yeah,
it is over. You're right.
Exactly. So, I mean, right now, there's a lot at stake for Fusion University in the next 2 minutes. Down Ivo, snipes, paintbrush out of the sky. Manatin, though, responds. The EMP onto the back. Shaxx Mangachu desperately diving in to deal with it. And I think they might have done enough to let Paintbrush get back in.
They've stymied it enough, but someone has to go get Paintbrush. Because right now, they're still setting up on the choke. We have these mines here, just locking off for now. They'll be ending soon.
No one's running Lucio, so someone just has to give them a target to just fly to.
As you see, here come Fusion Unity entering. Mangachu, he's looking for the barrage. He drops it, but there's the Transcendence. He's down.
Done. Ill-advised barrage.
And Manatin's dead too. I don't think there's any way for Mayhem to win this fight now.
No. They need to wait for Paintbrush. Paintbrush wasn't back yet. And that barrage from Mangachu just was not good.
I don't think that was a well-advised barrage. I think he was hoping. The only thing I can think of is that Mayhem, if they decide to swap, it would be nice because the barrage forced the trans.
Maybe they thought they were going to get the hack on the Bernard or something there, but that Bernard just kind of looks up and goes, really? You're going to do this now? You think that's going to win you the fight? And the answer to that is, of course, no. He just matrixes, takes him out, and you know the ill-advised barrage makes this take a lot easier for Fusion University. And now
they've staggered here too. They've staggered, and Fusion Uni are already on the way to the point. They're gonna have Primal. They're gonna have Beat. They have a Deadeye. They have so many ults for this fight. In Mayhem Academy, they're just not making a swap. Mangachu's on Torb.
Yeah, Mangachu or Mayhem Academy might have gotten a little bit cocky here in how they defended this, where they got a little bit too fast and loose. Remember, Fusion University, very good team, going to be heading on in self-destruct, buying space. Beast Halo pummeling the turn on the other side. Shaxx down. Everyone for Fusion University still up here as they assault the point. Epps is down. Fusion University just pummeling through here, and Mayhem Academy struggling to get anything going. Alarm might be down, but they need more.
Man, no, it's done. The cleanup is there. Epps is alive, but it's too late. That was what looked to be a fantastic first hold. And really, I mean, Paintbrush goes down to the Deadeye. Unfortunate, right? If you're Mayhem, you just back out and look for the recontest of anything, or just don't commit the barrage yet. You just continue to poke and wait for Paintbrush. But the barrage was an overcommittal. They lose first, they get snowballed the second, and they have zero resources to stop it.
The key mistake of that entire fight for Mayhem Academy is that they did not want to move forward and fight that at choke. I mean, the barrage just made it a lot worse because it guaranteed that Mangachu was going to die if Bernard was paying attention, which, guess what? He's one of the best off-tanks and contenders. He's going to be paying attention. But reality is they should have been comfortable giving up 33 to 66% on the point just so they could go back in with Paintbrush. Paintbrush had Valk up at the time as well. It was just a weird series of decisions with Mayhem, and then they get the worst of both worlds, where not only do they die, they don't die quickly, they end up staggering. It just was very odd for them, and now they've given Fusion University a pretty good foothold in this map.
So now, Fusion Uni, and something also to note is we talked about how nice the McCree and how sometimes it's hard to make the McCree work. There is one thing to note is that if there's one place you can make McCree work more, it's Hanamura. comparatively. We didn't see a lot of value for Nice on second of Eichenwald because of the fact that the doors, the chokes, how you hold them just makes McCree's job a lot harder. But when you have so much space on first and you have so much space on second, McCree becomes a lot deadlier. Space is McCree's best friend.
Yeah, I mean, for McCree, you need options for where to go to. You don't want to be stuck in an area where spam is going to hit you one way or another, and certainly there's a lot of room there. But now we swap sides. It's going to be Mayhem Academy on the attack. Again, running something heavily DPS-based. A Widow for Shax, a Pharah for Mangachu. But they're
going back and swapping because they see the
Winston.
triple support. They see the triple support, the Winston, so they just want to run a standard 3 into it.
I mean, the goal here for Manitin also, deny Snillo. Don't let Snillo get value off Bionades.
When they come, they might try to isolate Beast Halo very early. There's the bubble out. No bubble Beast Halo. Mayhem should recognize this. They need to be going. No bubble? Okay, we're not going. They just traded bubbles and now they're stacking up.
The key here, because Fusion is not running a Lucio, you have to look to Snillo, look to see if anyone becomes purple early, and Manitin does. Manitin eats a Bionade early, ends up in a lot of damage, but he's healed back up. Still totally okay here for Mayhem.
And this is actually kind of an unfortunate spot for Fusion, since Mayhem, really you want to get value before Mayhem get to the point. And now Mayhem are at the point. They're at their spawn.
Alarm down. Alarm down super early here. Backed, able to take him down. And now, man advantage of the Mayhem Academy. The honest setup perhaps not working as well for them here. And with Mangachu falling, this is too much attrition in all likelihood. It should be Mayhem able to take point A. And now for Fusion, you just need to die. Don't get
They can catch Nice. Get Nice. Get him.
Yeah, they're going for it right now. Fusion University, they've made the same mistake. Snillo's off the map. Mayhem Academy, they can run this straight down mid.
There's going to be Nice and Snillo are going to be coming up, but they will have ults. Fax is on the point. They're there to contest. This is going to be an ult battle very, very soon. See if Nice can get value.
They just bring it down mid immediately. That's exactly what you do.
This trance is so early, ZP.
It is. It's not super ideal. Factan drop the shatter. Doesn't hit anyone. They're still able to find alarm. The charge still works out, but Mangachu is down. This is potentially still defensible for Fusion University, but they can't lose anyone else. They need the delay for a little bit longer. Beast Halo, though, is going to fall. And Mayhem Academy now making it pretty decisive. Bernard's bomb not going to be enough to turn it. And Mayhem Academy.
It's even faster.
Yeah, it's going to be quicker. It's 6 minutes left.
This is so incredible, ZP. How?
We go again.
That was quite possibly one of the worst staggers I've seen in a while from teams we'd expect that are competing for the first seed here in their group. It's unbelievable that Fusion Uni let themselves get staggered so hard to not only get to the point, which is where the weakest part of that composition for Mayhem moving to second is the transition fight on to point. So they were staggered so hard they couldn't even fight there, and then Mayhem's ults were just so much better.
Look, there's an age-old adage here. Let it go. Sometimes just let it go. You don't need to go that crazy into it there. It's not required. Give yourself, understand that the fight is a loss, and you can fight for a long time at point B. And both teams, for whatever reason, just throwing sacrifices at the other team at the very end. And, it doesn't work out for either, and that's why you have such quick times. Particularly for Mayhem.
Particularly for Mayhem. So now Mayhem back on the defense here, playing the triple DPS here again. And we liked their defense on first last time. They just need to give up a few ticks to allow Paintbrush to get back in. So I wonder if they learned some things this time. Obviously, we want to deny Nice the ability to just Deadeye and catch Paintbrush as well. That's also an option. As you see here, Shax and Fact Fiction are actually holding a little close. I wonder if they're going to look for an early engage or try to get poke. It's probably just going to be poke and leave.
You would think so. Given that no one else is really with them here. Even then, though, can be a bit risky. But yeah, Shaq's just going to go, hi, I'm here, I'm Tracer. Goodbye.
Then backing up. CC Fusion Uni, they're back on this comp, back on the 3-3, or not the 3, but the, oh my goodness, with the double tank with the triple support and Nice on the McCree.
That was the fusion combo between Alarm and Nice right there. Almost full anti-air in the Mangachu. He's under a lot of pressure, and very well should be, given what he's done to Fusion University otherwise. But look at Bernard. Bernard got hacked, took a lot of damage at falling, but it comes at a price. Paintbrush is chased down. Mangachu's ability to be aggressive goes into the tank right now.
They can't be aggressive, but also Fusion, it's a lot harder for them to push still since Epps can heal everyone, and they don't have Bernard to eat a lot of this poke damage.
Man, I don't like how they're positioned here. They need to be rotating back. They need to recognize that Paintbrush isn't here yet. You need Paintbrush to take this fight to actually heal up, but Shax somehow finds Nice in the back. It was helped out by Epps, and out the man advantage. No one's left to deal with Mangachu. Man, just re-engage. They're heading back on over. Barrage ready to go. and might not even have to use it.
I absolutely... I cannot believe how good, not only was that nade from Epps in the follow-up from Mayhem, but Manitin Sombra, you know, we talked previously in our last matchup about how important it is to have an off-tank player that can flex the Sombra. Manitin Sombra has been fantastic.
And historically, it hasn't been. He absolutely went out of his way to grind on this hero to bring it up to an acceptable competitive level.
It's not even about the EMPs, it's just his hacks, his pressure, not dying to the flashbangs from Nice. Everything is exactly what you need. And here, we're going to see an EMP probably come out very soon.
Yeah, he's just hiding. Oh, gets pulled out stealth here. Under a bit of pressure and drops the EMP under pressure, but Mangachu is there for the fall through, but ends up falling. Nice, punishing him, but the problem is he's going to get res back up.
He'll get res.
Yeah, Paintbrush is still up there. The fight is won. It's no big deal.
And they're going to continue to chase. Sonillo, Nice, still staying alive. I think they're probably just going to back up now. They use the EMP, they use Barrage, they use Nano, so a lot of ults used for Mayhem. They don't have, you know, very many fight winners at all. Nice has Deadeye, somebody to be worried about if there's a Prayer of Mercy. There is no D.Va on the field to stop him.
If you're Paintbrush in particular.
If you're Paintbrush in particular. They're also going to be coming up on their support ults, details of Primal, so there's a lot of options here. As Karkar, though, sniped!
Karkar down, and let's not forget, Fusion University has more than the normal time here. They had about 4.5 minutes here for point A, and they're down to 2. This could be a longer than the average hold for point A, just by virtue of that. That's how good Mayhem Academy has been here so far.
So now Fusion Uni still looking for this approach, taking that early poke. Mangachu's about to have another barrage.
Looking for Deadeye connects Mangachu out, but he's resable here.
He's resable and Nice is dead.
Yeah. So once he gets res, Mangachu, the skies are going to be totally clear to him. I just don't think
There's the res.
Yeah,
There's the res.
He got the res on.
And Mangachu will have barrage. There's no ult, so there's really going to be the beat up for Karkar very soon.
This ult doesn't connect!
It does not.
No, that was so close. On the other side, Barrage going to be investigated by Mangachu. Down he goes. Nice back in on the soldier. The likability. Got him back in.
So you know, slowly but surely, Mayhem, you know, they're losing. They did buy a lot of time over first. Yeah, they got ult out of Fusion. And Mayhem now have time to make swaps for second, too. They didn't stagger badly. Hello. They're close to an EMP. I wonder if they're going to keep the Pharah here versus Nicest Soldier. I don't think they should. No, they don't.
I wouldn't be opposed to them keeping the Sombra, though. I think
the Sombra's fine for you play the Sombra, and you just use the EMP, and then you probably swap.
Yeah, I think that is definitely the play to go for here. Probably the play that we will see. Especially so close to EMP, he's going to be able to build it up here with just a little bit of poke, as long as he doesn't instantly die to something.
There's the bomb out from main for Bernard. Here comes the rest of Fusion Uni.
Epps is down. So is Fact. Mayhem Academy has to be very smart about how they do this. They need to back out, preserve numbers, wait for people to come back in, and then EMP.
They have to give up ticks.
Yeah, they have to give up, I would say, 2 ticks. Wait till last moment.
Oh, Paintbrush dying, though, is exactly what you don't want to happen.
They still have a chance. They're going to go for the EMP. They won't lose Mangachu. I don't think this is winnable here at this point. The Transcendence is also really good for Alarm. It came at the right opportunity. Fusion University, again, it takes them forever on point A, but they strike back deeply into point B.
And Fact Fiction, they can still contest. I mean, Fact Fiction's still there. He can still fight, but there's no way they win this fight. The focus fire is too strong.
They just want to delay to 0. They want to win the
They won't. I don't think they'll be able to unless Shaxx gets some of the best delay I've ever seen. No.
So if you want to end Fusion University here and now, guess what? You're going to have to go to another round of Hanamura. You're going to need at least 5 points.
So we're seeing ourselves a very long Hanamura, but Mayhem have a lot of time in their bank for this offense. They have an incredible amount of time in their bank from, you know, their incredible snowball from first to second. It's definitely not over by any means.
No, it's not. And the only thing that might be over is your body temperature, because now I'm realizing if I'm getting cold because I've opened the window and otherwise, that you must be freezing right now.
No, I'm actually okay. I'm wearing a flannel, a flannel shirt.
You know what? They were both fine.
Yeah, I'm fine.
A natural element. It's all good. Mayhem Academy, though, 5 minutes, 57 seconds, nearly a full 6 to go once more here on the attack. I don't think Fusion University is going to give them the stagger that they did before, but even without, they should be able to have a better time bank by the end of this round.
See Fusion, they're going to be running on a similar comp that they did last defense. They're running that triple support with no Brigitte, with Snillo on the Ana instead, because with the Ana is really just insurance policy against triple DPS comps. It allows you to not only abuse the sight lines, but it gives you that sustain you need to get the nano up against the poke because you're taking so much damage.
So, Gate's going to be opening up here, and Mayhem Academy, they haven't changed anything up. They like this DPS setup.
Oh, well, I
good.
think was Shaxx playing Widow on the first defense? Ooh, okay.
No, on the
or first offense,
yeah,
I mean?
Yes, he was.
Okay, I thought he was playing Tracer.
I think he swapped after. Like, he opens up Widow and then he goes Tracer after. So, but okay, they're actually going to go 3-3 here.
Yeah, I mean, they played 3-3 on the first offense as well, remember?
Yeah, they swapped them.
They did swap.
Yeah, so
they start with that and they swap.
Yeah.
So here they're going to come back in, taking this a very aggressive rotation. Moving up to the high ground, going to move directly to point, and they're going to force Snillo to rotate to the other side. As you see right now, Karkar, he was looking for the boop. He can't, because he's climbing up. You see him. He's trying to climb. He's trying to climb for the boop. He manages to get it. That's a huge boop.
Yeah, and Eps is down. Really well set up there, and now Mayhem Academy stuck in that awkward spot where they don't want to go in, but they also have to rescue their Zen and get him back with the rest of the team.
They're going to rotate back around here. As you see, they move in reverse now. They're rewinding the tape as they come back.
They're going full blockbuster right now is what we're seeing. Rewind the tape.
So now they're trying to hook up with Eps.
Yeah,
they're trying to reconnect, get him back into this room. As Eps, he's moving here.
Bernard could just turn to the right and dive. And, oh, nope, they reconnect. They reconnect in full, and they're going to rotate up to the other side, and they almost get alarmed off the rotation. Fact charges in recklessly to the other side, and, well, okay, Fact's
they can't kill him.
Okay, he's dead. But they do get Beast Halo. They need to get more than that, though, to make this work.
I don't think they will get any more. Well, Shaxx does get the D-Mech onto Bernard. If he's able to kill Bernard, then great, but he doesn't. And he gets the remech, so that it doesn't even matter. I like the rotation for Mayhem, where not only do they come back to get Eps in rather than leave him, but they decide to rotate onto the high ground and take the fight, which is probably a little unexpected from Fusion in terms of when they're looking at Mayhem's ideas. But now they've fed a lot of ults to Fusion Uni. These fights have been lasting a long time, and Fusion Uni are coming up on about 5.
All right, nice. Ooh, nice. Absolutely demolished. Whip shots in the air. Absolutely taken down on the other side. Now, the counter engage does get Mangachu. It's not without merit for Fusion University, but even with the Primal, Beast Halo just absolutely crushed.
Losing Beast Halo there is huge. Now they're going to be coming into this support ult. See Eps pop this very aggressive trance. Remember, Nice will have, he's going to have the grab coming back. They have to win this fight before Nice gets back.
Oh, Arm striking deeply, going to transcend. Fusion University, they think that they can take this, but they could be repeating the same mistake as before. They need to be careful that if they die, they need to all die now. They've lost Alarm and Snow. It's time to retreat. The point is over. Stop fighting.
Now Bernard demech. Mayhem Academy moving back onto the point. Bernard's going to be dying there with Karkar. This isn't the worst stagger, because especially with Beast Halo, he's already here. He can delay more for these spawns to come up. He will be going down, and there's still more ticks to be had. Mayhem Academy, I really like how decisive they're being right now, because even when they're down a frag, they clean up Beast Halo, they come back in, they control the point. There wasn't the point contest available for Fusion Uni while Nice was down as well. So now moving into the last, they have combo, they have beat. I don't think they want to commit either just yet, because it's really an equal v equal, and the defense has a lot better, positional advantage.
So Mayhem, 3 minutes left here to even up the score, to give themselves a time bank advantage for our third set of rounds here in Hanamura as they look to break the streak. Now they bring it down mid. Graviton going to be used here from Fusion University. Bernard, the bomb, up and over, connects! 2 down immediately after that. At Fusion University, a well-placed combo going to be delaying Mayhem Academy all the while.
Now they did commit both the bomb and the beat, but they did, or I mean I should say the grab and the beat for Mayhem, but they held on to bombs.
Yeah.
So if I'm Mayhem and I'm looking at, I'm coming up on Rally, I probably will get Trance. Or you could pull a very similar push to what Fusion Uni did, where you bomb from low ground and then you rush high. But it looks like instead they're actually just going to be coming out onto the bridge, trying to take the high ground, and Fusion Uni just making a full rotation.
And I actually don't mind this for Fusion University, especially because the bomb is actually more deadly if you end up getting pincered on top. That's where the kind of solo bombs end up working. If they figured out the Manton has it, they don't have anything else to set it up. This is okay. So Fusion University playing for time. Karkar, though, gets really low. Almost falls to the damage from Eps in the back. Beast Halo going to be dropping the Shatter here. Doesn't get anything. Totally blocked away. Meanwhile, Fact, his Shatter is up. He could end this.
Look at this pressure on the Beast.
Yeah, Beast is, his shield's about to break. Well timed! But Mangachu falls. He went deep trying to set that up. Karkar gets blown up. Mayhem Academy, though, still pushing the issue. Still in a dominant position. 1 tick is going to be theirs.
They need to keep Eps alive. Eps must live. Maniton must live. Oh, man, it's down a mech.
Self-destruct out here. Transcendence going to be used. It's the bomb. Still catches Paintbrush. Fusion Uni might have done enough here. Shaxx is in real danger. Focused on all ends. Fusion, they've held. They've absolutely held.
they committed too much on a lost fight. I mean, they see another, they use Rally, or they use Trance, they use Shatter. The fight was far done, and Mayhem invested too much. They might have put themselves in a pretty upsetting position here for them.
1 minute left for Mayhem Academy. Hanamura has been looking so good for them, but now it is in jeopardy. Fusion University might be looking to get out that broom and back it up in reverse.
They can't do it. There's no way they can keep doing
it. You never know. It is Fusion University after all. Final fight here for Mayhem Academy.
So now Mayhem Academy moving here onto the high ground. They will have grab up, and there's no support up just yet for Fusion Uni, but they will have to get this out extremely soon if they want to get value.
Graviton.
I don't think they will. I don't think they'll use it in time.
No, Alarm is going to be building Transcendence in the next few volleys here. Shax needs to commit right now, but I think he is already assuming that Alarm has Transcendence, so he doesn't have the presence of mind here. Graviton comes out. Alarm! Is he going to get Transcend up? Bernard's already down. He's holding on to the Transcend. There's a lot of displacement here. Fusion University off the point. Mayhem Academy getting firm control. Transcendence late for Alarm here. Ends up moving in. I don't know if the fall through is going to be there, but there's Shatter. They use it again. Paintbrush. One down here from Mayhem Academy. Transcendence to the row. Going to be keeping Shax up. Graviton.
A late grab from Nice. Nice grabs in the spawn. No one can clean up.
Mayhem Academy. They might be doing it right here and now. They're going to be running out of time, but they'll be getting this 4th point.
It's definitely not over yet. Nice grab. If only it held on for this next recontest, it would have been so much better, but they used it there.
Final delay, moving in. Bomb, clearing space. Mayhem Academy pushing it to the limit. Emergency Doomfist denied. And we go to another set of rounds where, again, now that both teams are going to be incredibly low on time here, what it means is that just a good first point hold, which is very possible for Mayhem Academy on their defense, where they've held for over a minute. Every first point defense, that would be the series right then and there.
But it's still entirely dependent on their offense here as well.
Well, not entirely, because their offense could get nothing, and if they hold in return,
that's true.
That's
true. Yeah. We're just so. Sometimes I feel like it's been so long since we've seen ourselves in this situation that, but this is 100% true. They can get nothing, and if they still first hold, then the series is over. Also, I think that when we were looking at Shax's grab in that last fight, he made a really interesting play where he knew they had defensive ults and goes for it anyways because they get the DMAC onto Bernard.
Yeah.
And I think that's the right move in that scenario where you know D.Va can't eat, we know D.Va can't eat your damage, and you get the double support outs early, which is really the key there for that push. So now Mayhem Academy, they're on offense. Even if they get nothing, they could have a great defensive hold, and like we talked about, tie, get the win. But obviously Mayhem Academy wants to get this first. If you can get first with 1 minute, you're in a very good position.
It's up to Fusion University here. They need to be perfect. I don't think they want to enter into any scenario where they have to get progress on point B in order to avoid the series loss. Beast going to drop down immediately here, looking for the Winston poke. Heavy dive in, aided by Discord Orb, but no, he's down! The focus fire the other way. 5 on 5.
Look, Nice is down!
Shax has done more! Mayhem Academy! This is a fight they can win! They could get point A!
They're getting ticks too. Even if they don't win, getting ticks is valuable. Yeah. That peel on the entry onto Epps, Mangachu's armor pack along with the bubble from Shax was so crucial.
This is so good for Mayhem Academy right now. With
Karkar, he's dead!
Karkar's out of it! Mayhem Academy, at a minimum, they're going to be getting point A! They're going to be taking Fusion Uni to the limit!
And now Epps is back. Epps is in the fight. This is a snowball scenario.
The ultimates are going to be coming online here. Rally up for Mayhem Academy. Going to be added in by Earth Shatter and Grav right after. Fusion University backs against the wall. Mayhem Academy looking to stop this streak in half.
I cannot believe how good the peel was for Mangachu and Shax on the entry there for Epps. Even though Epps dies to Alarm, the peel just enables them to win that fight.
Mayhem Academy getting back over. Rally going to be used here early. The pressure is on. Beast Halo in real danger right now. Shield under pressure. So is his health. He backs out, buys himself a little bit of time. But again, now they swap over. They're looking for Alarm on the other side. Alarm in really big trouble. So is Beast Halo. Beast Halo's down. Mayhem Academy off back Shatter. They're starting to do it. Up 2 here on the point. Alarm transcending.
Look at this early trance too. Shax has grab. Maniton has bomb.
The grab set up here for Mayhem. The dagger in the heart being prepped directly for Fusion University. Mayhem Academy, they're going to win this fight. They're going to get point B. An alarm, he gets the last pick off, but it's not going to be enough. What an attack from Mayhem Academy. Fusion University, are you sweating yet?
I cannot reiterate this enough, how important it was on that entry when Beast Tailor drops onto Epps. Mangatu's armor pack and Jax's bubble onto Epps. Even though Epps dies, they get the frag, they get another frag onto Nice, and it's all because Fusion overcommitted seeing how low Epps was. And that is the definite, and that is why you cannot, that's why when we've seen Zin's dying in 3-3 from a Winston dive, you know, getting on the back line, that's why it should never work. It's because you have so many peel abilities, and Mayhem peeled perfectly for Epps there. Mangachu and Shax, again.
This is probably the most tense moment Fusion University has been in, and I'm counting all the way back to when they were one fight away from losing to Toronto in the middle of last year. The streak has never been in a more perilous situation. Fusion University must now speed run Mayhem Academy, where again, they haven't shown the ability to do that.
And look at Mayhem Academy, look what they're doing here. I think they're gonna sneak and hide on high ground. They might even just take the fight outside the doors. Is everyone joining them, or is it just gonna be Epps in fact? What? I think everyone's joining them. They are. They're going to drop on them before the doors.
I respect the gumption behind this, but this could also end terribly. It's either brilliance.
But notice how they're starting on 3-3. Even if it goes terribly, they're not going to be behind overall and ult.
True.
For the swap. So they're hedging their bets.
The stuff of champions. Is this how the streak ends? They drop on down. Beast Halo under heavy focus. Right, but look, the Bionade. Back, Shax and Paintbrush in trouble. Alarm. Trying to hold this back, but Mayhem Academy.
And already, just with that, that's a great fight.
Yeah.
That's a great fight.
They suffer no ill effects. Have already burned. Time off the clock. Fusion University. They must go, but Beast Halo's down. Beast Halo out of it early. Fusion University in hot retreat. They can't let this dog pile on top of them. Time is not on their side.
Oh, this is so good for Mayhem Academy. Not only they burnt already so much time off that early pick, off that first fight, look at the rally and look at the transfer Epps. If I'm possible for Mayhem, if I don't get a clear fight win, if I don't just, you know, if I lose anyone or get low, I don't even commit ults, because second, all you have to do is hold second. That's all you have to do.
Final fight here for Fusion University. History in the making. Mayhem Academy on the verge of doing it. Fusion University holding back, but they must go. 9 seconds. They need to get presence here on the point. Nano boost up here for alarm. It's going in. I think he put it on Brigida. It's a Brigida nanoed here.
Beast is dead.
Put a target. Beast Halo's down. He thought he was getting the nano. Instead, it's on Stillo. We're in overtime. Fusion University on the brink. Burnar super low. Stillo under pressure. Gonna drop the ride.
It's over.
Ends them with the Earth Shatter at the very end. The streak is over. Fusion University, you are 30 and done.
That is incredible. That is an incredible play. That is incredible play overall from Mayhem. The plays they made, you know, taking that risky move to take the fight before the doors is instrumental there. Yeah. Because even as we saw that Anti was onto Epps, he still has trance. He can pop it, he was under pressure. Nice was dead. They still like everything was up that they needed. Mayhem Academy earning the first seed. Earning the first seed. They've had an incredible season. They look just great.
First seed is now theirs. That means, of course, that they get a bye in the first round of the playoffs in the most favorable seeding possible. Fusion University, of course, still a very formidable team, a team that even if they were not even to win in a matchup against Mayhem later on in the playoffs, a team that's still likely to end up in the Atlantic Showdown because they are excellent. But what a series. What a performance from Mayhem Academy. And, I mean, you want to talk about improvements over time. What more can you say? Mayhem Academy is fantastic.
There's clearly now, after that match, and how dominant. It's not over yet. Also, we still have one more map.
It is, yeah.
We still have one more map. The match is over, but the overall series is not. But they just look so in control there and so clutch when they needed to be. The play was exactly. I mean, there's just no. It's just so good. It was so good. Yeah. Mayhem Academy are, without a doubt, 100%. This isn't something like, oh, you know, close series. Like, they're the first seed in their group. They are.
Yeah, I mean, without a doubt, they have proven it. They have come into play for the season Contenders, and this is a team where their aspirations certainly must go beyond that. They're looking forward to the Atlantic Showdown in Germany later this year. Of course, that was announced here today that we are going to be heading to Creffield to see where these teams are going to be going. And of course, you'll want to follow the action there. But guys, what more can you say? Excellence here from both teams, but it's Mayhem that have really set the stage.
And I think that when we look at their overall team and we look to players to, contribute to their success, I can't even pick one. I think everyone on Mayhem had great moments. I think everyone on Mayhem has looked just overall better than their. In fact, the only person I could really point out still is like clear above, maybe outperforming is Alarm, outperforming Eps. But that's just like Eps coming up against it's just a next level talent, Eps is still looking great. But everyone on Mayhem Academy is looking fantastic. I can't even harp upon enough how good their peel is, how great Mangachu's Brigida is, their precision in keeping people alive. Fact Fiction, obviously, just winning the Rhine duels. It's great stuff.
Now, the interesting thing going in the Rialto is that I need to go back and look. I feel like there might be a scenario where Second Wind could actually get second seed away from Fusion University off map differential because, of course, Fusion University's map differential is quite poor. Mayhem Academy, on the other hand, they technically have nothing to play for.
No, I mean,
aside from just
map score,
I think there would be a moment of pride that go for the full 4-0, where it's like, we didn't just beat you, we beat you.
Yeah, the 4-0 there is that's the establishing dominance strategy there for Mayhem Academy. Obviously, neither team really at this point they're not playing for much as the pause comes out because the series is over. Or the series is overall over. The match is over. Like it's already been determined. It's now we're playing for map score, but it's clear neither one of these teams. I mean, Fusion Unity is going to keep the second seed, and Mayhem's not falling out of first.
Yeah.
So we'll just have to see.
I gotta say, great storyline. And going in here, I knew I was ears to the ground on the Scrimbuck wire, and also just look at the matches. I thought, do I predict Mayhem? I had to do it.
And it worked out. I think that's a good prediction right there.
Yeah.
My hat's off to you. Like I said, we talked about this before the match even started. I was going to play devil's advocate in a way.
Yeah.
I was going to predict for the Fusion Unity anyways, just to play the devil's advocate because it's still like a safe pred there, helps build the hype, the tension.
Well, also, I mean, we've seen Fusion University bring it back so many times that it almost feels foolish to have gone against it. But the thing about streaks is eventually they come to an end at some point.
That's some scripted predictions there. Some scripted predictions.
Actually, the writers got fired. That's the real issue. Like the script writers, they were tired of it. They were tired of the same ending every week.
And well, there it is. It's been changed, and dramatically at that.
Yeah.
I think this result is almost more decisive and incredible than just a close matchup because you would expect a map fight with Fusion Unity, right?
Yeah.
But having a 3-0, having maybe 3-1 with Fusion Unity pick up the win on Rialto is huge.
Well, Nice is going to fall here.
I think he DC'd and probably fell off the map.
That would be well. Also, he's had connection issues in the past, so almost certainly it was Nice.
So Fusion Unity having to back up here into spawn. Nice, obviously DC'ing there. It wasn't in the fight. Gonna wait for him to get back in. He should be in now. As Mayhem Academy are still holding incredibly close.
And Mayhem Academy, for a team that technically doesn't need to go all out here, they're still showing some good 3-3 and holding it about as aggressively as can be.
So Mayhem Academy still holding very close. Here comes the push for Fusion Unity, trying to back them up, trying to get Mayhem Academy back. Paintbrush so low.
Aggressively going in. Beast Halo down. Paintbrush giving his life for it, but that's a worthy trade. Now, the Transcendence out pretty early from Mayhem Academy there. I'm not sure I'm entirely in favor of that. They'll still hold on control, but it's going to make things very rough when Nice has the grab in reserve.
So now Nice, 85% Fusion Unity coming back in. They will have that grab up, and obviously, like we talked about, Eps does not have to send it, so it makes the grab much better here for Fusion Unity as they move here very aggressively.
Beast, Shatter, up, a lot of shield pressure moving on the back, and Beast just drops it. Oh, but the drop the other side, Fact Fiction, the Beast himself, knocking down Fusion across the entire spectrum.
He gets booped though.
All right.
Karkar, I think with Karkar getting that late boop, Karkar gets another boop.
Oh, just when you think the cleanup's going the way of Mayhem Academy, Karkar just says, why don't you all cool off for a bit? Take a swim.
Even with, with those double boops now, Fusion Unity have a real chance to just move back in, move the cart forward past this first choke point. Mayhem Academy having to back up, get their own players back in. They're going to have to wait to take this fight here on the corner, probably a little bit past the corner.
Mayhem Academy back, re-established here at Fusion University. Gonna be open up here with the casual grab. Countered by grab by Shaq. Self-destruct out on all sides. Booms on all ends. and every team going to be up and healthy at the end of it. And you take a look at Fusion University, they used Transcendence early, but there's the Shatter. Beast Halo, going to connect with it this time. As Fusion Uni should be able to propel this to the end of point A, if not an outright pass.
A little bit of a late trance there from Eps.
Yeah.
Definitely, the fight was definitely over. I don't even think, even if he'd been able to keep his players alive, that they would still have to back up. I don't think they win that recontest. So they're going to be missing that trance. However, he is already at 17% to another. So not a huge loss by any means. You see Mayhem coming back in for this recontest. There's the rally out for Mangachu.
Rally for Mangachu, and it's only a minute left here. Mayhem Academy has actually drained a lot of the clock. There is a potential of first point hold here, even with Fusion University getting some momentum. And last night, take a look, nice. Under a lot of heavy pressure, so is Alarm. They have to beat just to stay alive. But it does come at cost. Maniton losing his mech, the Shatter coming in, and Fusion University starting to push this right back in over into Mayhem territory. Late grab coming out.
But it will secure it.
Yeah, it works that well.
It will secure it, and I think just getting that D-Mech onto Maniton, I mean, whenever you get a D-Mech onto a, oh my gosh, this Maniton is getting caught here. He's going to get staggered. Look, notice how Nice is not even looking at him. Just going to run past, look for others. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, Maniton. But getting that D-Mech is so crucial there for the Zarya because it allows you to grab for free. You don't have to feel that worry of getting an Eden. You can look for just the perfect grab.
You know, I think Fusion knows that Mayhem Academy might be a little bit hot and heated from winning the series, so they're doing everything they can to keep them well cooled off. There have been more Mayhem members get thrown into the water than I think I've ever seen.
So now, Mayhem Academy moving up here onto the high ground, getting close to that another grab. They do have Epsis Transcendence and Mangachu's rally up very soon, so they have the sustain they need to stay in to build that grab up.
Meanwhile, Fusion University just staying on the ground. The initiative here certainly with Mayhem Academy, staying on the high ground. Rally going to be used here by Mangachu. Good disruption from Bernard there. Going to be knocking several people off, and it buys Fusion time as the rest of Mayhem rotates back around once more. But look at Shax. This is such good Zarya positioning.
He does get booped in, though, but he should be able to get out. The armor pack keeping him alive. He forces the grab a little bit early, though.
Grab, though, is in a pretty good spot. Everyone's stuck around the pillar, but I don't think Mayhem Academy was ready to follow it up. Bomb from Maniton going to be heading out way after the Graviton, but they still get Beast Halo.
Catching one player is all they really need. Nice does still have that grab, but Alarm, since he doesn't have transfer, no sustain, alive for Fusion. They're just going to be cleaned up here. And Paintbrush dropped the panic beat to keep himself alive, and he does. He survives the bomb perfectly from that beat. So now Mayhem Academy, they're in. They're still holding the point where they're at. And there's no combo for Fusion Uni anymore.
No, and again, you take a look at the time here. It's easy to forget because, again, it feels like we haven't had that many fights, but there's only a minute 15 left. And what do you think of Mayhem holding this far out?
I mean, might as well get just ults out of them. They have Trance up.
Oh, he's down!
Well,
Paintbrush.
And that's also another reason to hold forward is that it allows you value to get those boops.
Well, Graviton out the other way, force out the Transcendence. Not enough to save Paintbrush, but still 5-on-5. Paintbrush got quite, whoa, that?
He gets the
He
pin.
gets Snillo! The charge works out!
And they're going to win the fight off of it, actually, without Snillo, unless Alarm just hard. Oh, well, there's the Shatter, actually. That will clean it up. I thought they would win the fight, but really, nice, too high energy. But Alarm getting those frags.
The fight's so far on, the payload's going so far back that Mayhem Academy could still conceivably stop this at point B, so long as no one else gets staggered.
So now Mayhem, they have another chance for the recontest. They're waiting for Maniton. The cart still almost there. And here comes Fat Fiction moving in. There are no support ults currently up, and the double support ult for Fusion means this grab from Shax isn't necessarily the most valuable.
Oh, grab Eden!
Especially with Eden.
Yeah, especially very not valuable now, right into the depths of the Diva mech. Facts down, the grab is gone. This is over in just about all respects here. Fusion University should be getting point B. And Mayhem uses the beat. Really questionable.
That's going to be the fight loss there for Mayhem Academy. Definitely, I don't agree with the beat either from Paintbrush.
Nice isn't dying, by the way. If it isn't obvious from the fanfare and the 20 kill streak on your screen, it's been really since the first few fights since he's last followed.
Mayhem Academy looking forward to take another fight here. They do have Bomb, they do have Shatter. That's, you know, a combo that's been used very often. As you see, back, he's so aggressive, he forces the transfer, the Shatter.
Yeah, and now for Shax, if he can build up grab, it's going to be really nice for him. Now, man, they use Transcendence under pressure as well, and it's still not enough to save Mangachu, so Fusion University able to make some lemonade out of lemons there. Paintbrush down, and suddenly Mayhem Academy starting to fall apart. This fight is not theirs in any way, shape, or form. And now they'll have a grab bomb up off respawns, but they don't have a whole lot of time to set it up.
So now, Fusion Unity moving in here. They do have grab up. They're creating close to that beat. However, Mayhem Academy, like we talked about, they have the combo. They have something to move forward. Really, just Bernard can't eat it.
Graviton gonna be out here early. Self-destruct, moving on in. Manitin, look, put it away. And they do get Beast Halo. That could be enough. 5-on-5. Mangachu getting a little bit low here, hiding behind the shield. Getting healed on up.
Fact Fiction getting so much value from the shield right now. They can hide behind it, eat the damage, allow the spam to come out.
Unity needs to get back in if they want to finish out this map in full. They open with the beat. Transcendence in reserve. They don't have a whole lot else. It's up to Beast Halo. Here on the front line. Shatter in reserve. Moving forward. Beast. Can he seize the opportunity? Drops back right onto the ground. But he gives his life for it. Both Rhymes are down. Mayhem Academy, their Transcendence is out. Self-destruct. Moving out here for Bernard. But Fusion Uni getting pushed off the point. The grab. Good from Shax. Results in alarm falling. And Mayhem Academy fights them off point C. We won't be having extra rounds this time.
And right there, that was just, I think that fight could have gone another way if Fact was under pressure from the Transcendence, but he gets a hero pin, gets that early pickoff. Sometimes you just need those one frag, just keep you alive in the fight. And despite him going down to Beast Halo Shatter, Mayhem Academy just had a lot better health, especially with their spawns as the fight progressed. So they are going to stop Fusion Unity there. And they're going to do their offense now. They're going to have their offense here, and they have a win condition. They didn't full cap. Fusion Unity did not full cap. So just have to get a little bit past. Just pretty much get the full cap themselves, and they win the 4-0, a decisive sweep here over Fusion. Not only their first win, or first loss for Fusion Uni in Contenders in 2 seasons, in a very long time. 2 seasons-ish. Say that 10 times fast. But also that a 4-0, that's a decisive loss.
Yeah, I mean, you wouldn't. Truth be told, though, thinking about it, I wouldn't expect Fusion University to go down in 5 maps. I kind of always imagined that when they would fall, it would just be the full just get blitzed, lose 4 maps straight. Now, also, though, I mean, 3-1 is still potentially likely here if they have a good first point hold, which would make the prophecy, I suppose, fully complete. But, the only thing I have to say about this is that I do wonder if it backfires on Mayhem Academy as we look towards the playoffs, where, Fusion University, they haven't had to self-evaluate in ages. Like, they've come real close to the line, but they've never crossed it. Now they've crossed it, and now they have to reflect, this is what a loss feels like. How do we rebound?
True. Fusion Uni, I mean, we've seen this case study with other teams that have been extremely dominant where you just don't know how to lose.
Yeah.
So it will be interesting to see how that affects them moving forward.
Well, Mayhem Academy, again, not a lot of chill in their early attack here. They immediately move out. They get beyond the bridge. No one's going to get booped into the water. Firmly landlocked.
So now Mayhem still setting up here, rotating to this high ground. Fusion Unity holding the corner. Mayhem looking to set it up, looking to drop down on them as they have Manitin on the cart. Let's see how they set this up.
For now, Mayhem Academy, they're going to relax a little bit. On the high ground, alarm almost falls. That was heavy pressure in from Epps. Rare to see Alarm get challenged, but okay, Beast Halo, they just ignored Beast Halo. They go to the back line. They speed past him. Usually go for the Ryan, but this time, just still an Alarm gets smashed.
That is so smart. I think we have to reiterate this again. Mayhem Academy, part of the reason why they've been looking so dominant, and also in this series, is that they're making inventive plays.
Yeah.
They ignored Beast Halo there on the drop down. They didn't even fight Beast. They run past the shield. They run past the meaty tank and engage the back line.
And again, they're more than willing to set up these flank plays. But look at this. They block line of sight. They come out with an incredible speed from the side. It doesn't work out. In fact, it works against them, but the game plan behind it is still really smart.
Catches too.
Okay, the results not so much in the Transcendence here. Incredibly questionable.
Very questionable.
Yeah, somehow get Beast Halo though.
But this is still going to be over. I mean, they do have Bernard still just sitting there. Getting those 2 entry frags, extremely important. So Fusion Unity, they stopped the cap. They did have to invest, in rally, but that's a cheap ult considering where you stop it and you get trans out.
Yeah, I mean, in the end, I think that would have been fine for Mayhem if they didn't use Transcendence. Now that they use Transcendence, I mean, you basically, Manitin must eat nice grab here.
Well, I think if they get the combo out and get the grab out, they have another fight.
Yeah.
I mean, they don't have to eat. You know, their win condition isn't set up on must eating, but obviously if they want to win the next fight, they probably do need to eat.
Yeah, I mean, they can wait another fight, lose this one, but, you know, this is a really easy spot for Nice to be in. If I'm Fusion University, I just delay for a while. It's unlikely Eps would be able to get enough for Transcendence even in a longer fight, so wait as long as you can, throw in the grab, and now just hop in for what should be easier follow-through. Shadow comes in from Fact, but that's not going to be enough.
I mean, Paintbrush commits speed off that as well. They still want to fight.
Yeah, and you know what? Fighting there probably wasn't the best idea.
Yeah, I don't agree with investing either results. They also try to use the Diva. They try to use the Diva bomb defensively. Or no, that was actually Bernard, not Manitin. But that was a good setup there for Fusion Uni. They lost the beat. I mean, they didn't lose it. They used it. But the fight was already over. They were down one. Fact Fiction uses a shatter. So overall, the ults, they're stacking in favor still for Fusion Uni because they're coming up on another grab. They will have double support ult. But Mayhem Academy has combo.
The kill shot here would be Bernard eating.
Well, that'll do it.
Oh, well, Nice is down. Well, that's going to make things real different here for Fusion University. They have to immediately retreat, and Mayhem Academy just pushing with relentless abandon here. And now Fusion University going to be hitting back in. They have to transcend super early before the grab even comes out, but the grab's in at such a similar time that it might work out for them. Mangachu's down. They've equalized 5-on-5. In fact, they're about to be 6v5 as respawns come back in. And Mayhem Academy actually in a rougher spot here as Fusion gets another 2.
And this will be the recontest here for Fusion Uni.
Final 15 seconds.
He'll be going down soon, but if he dies here, this is it.
Yeah, I mean, Shax is the one that's going to have to touch here in all likelihood.
No, he can't even do that. Karkar's chasing him. It's over. Looks like Fusion Uni have gotten the hold here on first. Still losing the series, but not getting 4-0'd.
Yep. You know, Fusion Uni says, you know what? It's fine. We're going to snap our streak, but you're not going to do it in such a way that, you know, embarrasses us fully. It's a 3-1. Take it. Have it. We'll beat you when it matters.
So now, Fusion Uni suffering their first loss in Contenders for, is this 2 seasons, 3 seasons? 2?
It's 3.5 seasons.
3.5 seasons?
3 seasons in last year, and this entire season so far this year.
Incredible. I don't think we'll. I think you said this as well before we started today's cast, but I don't think we'll ever see a streak like this again.
No,
I don't think we ever will.
In Contenders, it's absolutely not going to happen, especially given that Contenders is generally pretty variable about teams. Like Fusion Uni was already unique in how static and stable they were. This sort of excellence that Fusion Uni has put on for us, it's not going to be replicated. I think that that is a record that will last for as long as Contenders is run.
And I think now, moving forward, you know, it's happened. The event has happened. Yep. Fusion Uni has lost. They are now in 2nd seed, no longer first for the first time ever in a very long time. How does that, what do they look like? What's their picture moving forward into playoffs? Because remember,